Hello friends, my name is Vitaly Tkachenko and this is the School of Creativity. Today I would like to draw these three magnificent flowers with you using a pencil. We will need to arrange the three flowers. One is at the top and we can start from it, just lightly sketching it like this. The second flower will be in the shape of an oval and will be located here. And the lower one is more round, partially cut off, extending beyond the edges of the paper. Next, we can outline the leg here, for example, like this. We can also outline the center like this convex shape. That is, if we make a light sketch, we get a general understanding of the flowers. And now we will start filling all of this with tone. We will be working on shading. Of course, we will begin here with the background. I will start right from the very darkest area. This is the most popular method of execution and shading, indeed. We choose a diagonal, comfortable stroke, meaning in this direction. It may be slightly more inclined for someone depending on how you are sitting. We start without lifting the pencil. I begin to fill in the entire background, like this. Try to apply even pressure on the pencil. You can actually go over the flowers. There's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure to press evenly on the pencil with consistent effort. If you apply uneven pressure on the pencil, you will end up with, marks and overlaps, crossovers. So try to avoid that. Next, we need to cover it again with the same stroke, but we can vary the direction of the strokes a bit. For example, we can create a light layering, but not in a crisscross pattern. The pencil should also be held at a slight angle, and we can apply a bit more pressure on the flowers. We can start creating some of these approaches into the flowers, but for now, this is a bit of a playful exercise. Right now, we need to focus on the darkest areas. The darkest area is the central part. So here, I continue to enhance the shadow, deepening it. On the other side, I will darken it like this as well. You noticed, right, where the darkest concentration of shadow is. It is right here, in this place, right here, around the flowers. Well, we have reached the flowers, we have created the background, and we can now proceed to the actual execution of the flowers. We take the plastic and start to directly carve out the petals like this. Look, here in the middle, I just take and wipe the petals like this. And now I take the pencil and start to add to it. Now I can already create some petals. Some rounded shapes, and the space between the petals need to be rounded, meaning that each of us will have a different result when erasing with an eraser. Therefore, each of us will have to individually adjust our flower a bit, adding shadows in places by intensifying the shadow at times, and then easing off a bit. To achieve a lively shadow, you need to add different tones of shadow. Let's say we have such dark shadows and medium tonal shadows. Next, we carefully and very gently start shading like this, laying the pencil flat in the middle and adding a very dark shadow underneath the center. Look, you emphasize it like this very well. And with this stroke, already lifting the pencil off our paper, we create a smooth shadow like this. You can use your finger to add a gradient, that is, a smooth transition. Look at what we get. Well, here we can, in principle, let the central flower rest for a while and focus on the other flowers. The first thing I would definitely like to do is carefully enlarge the stem of the top flower and of course use an eraser to shape it. The shape of our top flower is a bit different. I just take it and press down quite firmly. Well, of course, now we can adjust its shape a bit. Like this, I take it and bring a shadow here. A little. I start to gently darken right in the middle of the little stem, like this, with a soft stroke, without lifting. Hands from the leaf. You can gently touch it with your finger, a little bit. you can touch it just like this. And this is how I make this little palm tree in different directions. I switch to the upper part and slightly separate the petals. Also, with a soft stroke, I will round them off like this. I will divide it, but now we still need to add, of course, details. I start by sketching the petal like this, right here. First, I just outline them here. And here, 3 pieces in total. Now I will slightly darken the upper part on the side of the light, also adding a few petals, but they won't be as dark, just sufficiently blurred. They also need to be added, and I use the eraser to wipe some areas. Now look, we take these spots where there is a little light and wipe them with the eraser. By the way, the eraser should always be clean. You can clean it on something wooden or on a clean sheet of paper. Well, friends, this was Vitaly Tkachenko and the School of Creativity. Let's continue drawing together with us. Bye-bye.